back to wrap things up. Live chat with Luke Gore after the Crusaders' impressive 94-58 win. I think kind of almost went as expected, at least from our standpoint. 24-point lead at the half. You got a lot of guys in the mix throughout. The minutes were equally dispersed. The points were equally dispersed. Shot a high percentage, dominated on the glass. Did pretty much what you needed to do to have a comfortable victory tonight.
Yes, the guys did a great job. What we have 25 assists on 31 baskets. That is about as good as you can get. So very, very proud of our unselfish play, moving the basketball. I think the epitome of that's the one where Bobby dove down the block, caught it on the block, whipped it across the corner, and allocated his last shot in the corner. And I think that was an epitome of how our guys were moving the ball, helping each other out. So yes, very proud of that. Rebounding effort was good, but I think a lot of that had to do with just was so big, and they weren't that big. But they did a good job of controlling the boards, and so yeah, with a lot of positives.
You know, some really good play from Vashiel, which was good to see. Remember, I mean, people almost forget how well he played in that first game against Murray State, and he has not been the factor that maybe you had hoped over the past month. Maybe this will be the type of game that will get him on track. Obviously, foul trouble has been a big factor in his lack of play over the past few weeks. He played 24 minutes, committed just one foul. Obviously, his size was a big factor today, but he did some real positive things on both ends, I thought, tonight.
No, Vashiel did a great job. Last two games, I think he's played 22 minutes and had 10 fouls. Tonight, he played 24 minutes with one foul. I think, and Musa had 2 fouls, I think, in 15 minutes. So I thought they both did a little bit better of, giving guys space, keeping their hands up, and just all out avoiding getting fouls and making them shoot tough shots. Unfortunately, that's how you have to play defense inside now. But Vashiel also did a good job of going after rebounds. He was stuck on 9 rebounds, which it seemed like forever, but then he ended up getting one. He got another one. I thought he did get a couple more. So did a great job. And it's very tough for big guys of his size and Musa's size to make that play, and he did a great job on it.
And really important for him to keep it up high. I mean, that's when he's gotten himself in trouble over the past couple of years, is when the ball goes down low. And the one, the one we had pointed out, the one entry, or the one pass that he made from the post back out high when he turned it over, he'd gotten the ball down low, and he kind of got disoriented. When he keeps it up high, he seems stronger with the ball in general.
And he is. And if anybody's watching, our games or any games in college basketball, if big guys, it's very hard for them to, because they're just so big, but if they can keep it above their shoulders, above their chest, above their heart, whatever you want to say, usually the outcome is pretty good. It's when they start to gather themselves and the ball drops, then they're the same size as everybody else, and that's something you always work on, and they're both getting much better at that.
Scary moment with 2.5 minutes to go when Alexis Williams went down hard. The last thing you ever want to see in a blowout situation. Obviously, he stepped up, made the 2 free throws, walked off the court. Any concern there?
I don't think so. From our angle, yes, it looked bad, but he didn't. Nothing was awkward when he landed. He landed on the floor. Luckily, I think we have probably the best playing floor in the country, thanks to Mark LaBarbera and everybody that donated money to get this floor. So, on a different floor, it might have been a little painful, but he just bounced off like a little trampoline and jumped up, and he felt fine after the game. So I'm sure he'll have a bump somewhere, but luckily we have a great floor.
Great week coming up next week. 2 real good games. The road game against, it's 2 games that honestly could go either way. You got to go to Ball State, where it's been a struggle for Valpo over the years going to Ball State. That'll be a great test on Wednesday, and then St. Louis coming up at home on Saturday. It'd be good to have Jordan Coleman in uniform. Do you expect to have him in uniform next week?
Yeah, Jordan will play next week. He might have been able to play today. It's just a precautionary thing. I think he'll be fine next week. Hopefully, I pray that he'll be fine. I know he wanted to get out there today and compete. He always wants to compete, and we kind of held him back to make sure he was okay. Ball State, they played Butler early in the year at home. It was a 1-point game. They haven't lost at home yet, except to Butler, that 1-point game. So they're very good at home, and they're very tough. They play great defense. They have a lot of guys that are quick on the perimeter. They start some freshmen, but they're very good. They have a freshman point guard that's averaging 15 points a game, that's extremely fast, extremely savvy, can shoot the ball. So it's going to be a tough test. It's always a tough test at their place. But our guys are excited for it. That's all they were talking about after this game, is let's get on the road. Let's go get this win.
All right, great week ahead. Congratulations on the win today.
Thanks, Todd.
Valpo assistant coach Luke Gore joins us. Valpo 94 and Cincinnati Christian 58.